Hello, good evening, and a very, very warm welcome. My name is Meenakshi Oberoi, and I welcome you to this session. I'm CEO of TTTT, and I am best known as an educator at heart. With me, I have Ms. Dvita Parmar, and I'll allow her to please come and introduce herself. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great pleasure to have you here in this session. Please do feel free to share any of your thoughts and anything in the chat window. As Pedagogics, we look forward to your participation in this session, definitely. And yes, we bring to you lots of sessions. Feel free to share with us if you would like to invite us to your school and get these sessions done. We'll be sharing the details in the chat window. But yes, first of all, do introduce yourself in the chat window, your good name, the school and city from which you are joining with us, and definitely a one word answer to the question what comes to your mind when I say the word creativity? Thank you.
Thank you, Dvita. What a subtle reminder for all of us. And I get a lot of responses in the chat room, and that's what I like and I love about this session. Therefore, please keep these sessions alive with your thoughts. We are thrilled to have you here, joining us for this exciting session on sparking creativity and innovation with AI. I think today's classrooms are not just about content delivery, they are more about exploration. They're more about creation and innovation. And as educators, we are we are the designers of these learning experiences. And this initiative today that you are a part of, that is Tech Talk Tuesday for Teachers, we align this with the NEP 2020 vision for empowering educators to create engaging, inclusive, and personalized learning experiences that foster curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking. AI is here to just amplify our creativity, not do the job for us. And I think streamlined planning or personalized learning for everything, it is our creative thinking partner. With that thought on, I've already shared in the chat window, but I invite you to go ahead and introduce yourself, your name, your school name, your city, and share with us what does sorry, I'm so sorry. Let me just share this again. I apologize for this. Hold on. My slides just didn't update. Just give me 1 minute. I will share it again. There you go. So it should be up on your screen now. I'm getting amazing responses in the chat window. In the meanwhile, let me just read that. So, my question to you is what comes to your mind when I say the word creativity? Yeah. So, I have a response here from, I think, Sweetie ma'am, you were the first one to respond. I'm going to take it from there. She said, creativity means something new. Absolutely, it is something new. Saraswati ma'am says, when I hear the word creativity, I think of imagination that has no limits. Fabulous. For me, creativity means looking at simple things in a new day, adding colors to our thoughts, and creating something that is unique and beautiful. It is what makes our ideas alive and full of meaning. You know what? You gave me the agenda for the day, and I'm absolutely loving it. So, thank you for that. And I also have other responses here where Tasneem, ma'am, good to see you here, says creativity means out of the box idea. Hmm. So does Hardeep, ma'am. She says thinking outside the box. Hmm. Nice. Like I said, with so many minds at work, I think there are varied ideas that will fill our chat window. Keep them coming. I absolutely love when you share your ideas with us. Nidhi ma'am says, good to see you, ma'am. Innovation and imagination. Parinder Ma'am says innovation. Harinder Ma'am says creativity means giving wings to our dreams. Lovely. Critical thinking. Swati Ma'am says critical tool for finding solutions and problems. Great. What else? Rita Ma'am says new ideas. Great, fantastic. Keep them coming because your thoughts really help us build this session stronger out there. So I'm going to pause here because I see two hands raised. Duita ma'am, would you be managing that till I read the
Yeah, sure.
comments that are coming in?
Yes,
Thank you.
please. Yeah.
I have Lalita ma'am telling me molecules. Hmm. You see those popping up out there. Saravanti ma'am says, think differently. Hmm. Interesting. Great. Fantastic. So I think we've given you the option to unmute yourself to talk. So please go ahead, unmute yourself to talk.
Kamalpreet Kaur ma'am and Dr. Pamela Ahuja, you can please unmute yourself and share your responses or any thoughts.
You've raised your hand. That's why we've given you the ability to unmute yourself. Till then, I'm reading more thoughts coming in here where I have Rishu ma'am telling me creativity means learning the things which make the life colorful. Nice. Arshdeep ma'am says creativity means think beyond your limitations. Yeah, just stretch yourself. Right. Pooja ma'am says creativity is the art of expressing your inner self. Alpana ma'am says, create beautiful things. Sheetal ma'am says, creativity means to think out of the box. Fantastic. Keep these coming. I'm absolutely loving your responses. Well, let me just put this over here. Okay, no, I have more. I will just read out just about a few more. Duita ma'am, why don't you go ahead and read out from Riti ma'am's response?
Sure. So, Riti ma'am from Yadavendra Public School, Mohali, says creativity is turning imagination into unique ideas. Wonderful. Uh, Bhavani ma'am says imaginations or original ideas to create something.
Fabulous. Keep these coming. You know, when I hear creativity, what comes to my mind, especially in the context of education and digital pedagogy? Well, that's the focus today, digital pedagogy. Creativity is expression beyond convention. Creativity is problem solving with imagination. Creativity is a spark of innovation. Creativity is a mindset. It's not a moment, but I think it's ways in which we can think, explore, connect, also demonstrate understanding. So student agency in action, uh, possibly, creativity is something that would fuel my most innermost understanding to just come out in the most beautiful way, if I could put it. Yeah. So thank you for those comments. Let me start by saying I think in this world that we are living in today, where information is abundant, creativity is the new currency, and AI tools that can help us unlock it are I think a boon in our lives. So in today's classrooms, we are looking at our creativity being amplified with the use of AI tools. Also, we are looking at digital pedagogy being brought in the classrooms in a more meaningful manner. It should be able to give me voice. It should be able to give me a choice. It should be able to help me create something, not just consume that I go to the web and I find a picture that was on my mind and I get it. And also, I think learning becomes more meaningful and memorable. And this completely aligns with NEP 2020's vision of experiential learning and student centered education. So, because my heavy agenda is pretty heavy today, I'm just going to deep dive, but I'm going to pause here to let Dohita read just about a few more before I start moving onwards.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, the latest responses that I see are from Deepa Ganapati ma'am saying ideas. Different thoughts, Sarita ma'am says, and Dr. Pamela Ahuja says creativity means something of our imagination, something of our imagination, a composition of our ideas and thoughts. Parinder Kaur ma'am
Fabulous.
says it is originality and uniqueness. Kuldeep Kaur ma'am says creativity means imagination and generating new ideas. Yeah, as of now, we have these many.
Thank you. I
You.
think our windows today filled, and I'm absolutely
Yes.
excited because AI is transforming digital pedagogy in a way that we couldn't have imagined. It's unlocking new dimensions for us. So, creativity, personalization, and student agency are on our minds. So, what we are going to do today is we are going to look at some of the ways in which we empower our learners to express their understanding. in formats that can resonate with their strengths, which means that, if some students feel that writing is not their strength, but probably, singing is their strength, or dancing or dramatics is their strength, or if, speaking is not their strength, or dramatics is not their strength, possibly visual storytelling is their strength, or probably telling a story interactive in a more interactive way is their strength, then I think be it. Let's move beyond the traditional methods of showcasing understanding, whether that's ongoing assessment, formative assessment. We're moving beyond these pieces, and today fostering multimodal learning experiences for students without calling them assessments. So we're going to look at some of the tools, and we're going to app mash. We are going to look at some of our very familiar tools, from Microsoft Designer to Teams to Suno AI to Adobe Express to QReport to Napkin AI. So we're going to look at a complete buffet of tools, but look at how meaningfully can we weave them together, because that's where the crux of using these tools lie. It's not about knowing about a tool, it is about how well can you actually weave a story, meaningfully using these tools. So that's my intent today. And if you have anything on mind, and if you feel that, okay, I came to this session thinking about this, then please let us know in the chat window. I'll do my best to accommodate. And at any point, if you have any questions, thoughts, queries, anything that you agree or disagree, please do share in the chat window, or simply raise your hand. We will be happy to pause at any point to look at your thoughts, and with us keeping a strong eye on the chat window. So, with this thought, we'll say that with I think teaching becomes more inclusive, feedback becomes more dynamic, and learning becomes like a journey of ownership and innovation. It's about reimagining the way we can learn, and showcase our learning, what it sounds like, feels like, and looks like. So, we're here to talk about all of that and more. And let's take a look at what all can we do today with this piece. If I take you to my first piece, let me just go ahead and take it further over here and bring you the first one. Okay. Yeah. So this is my first example. Imagine this. Okay. Imagine that there's a student in your class, a grade six student who struggles with writing and loves music, like I said, right? What do you think we should do? First, the student uses Suno AI to create a rap to explain water cycle or any concept that they want to. Yeah. Then, with Adobe Express, they design a poster to visualize it. And finally, they present to the class using QReport, where peers vote, and give feedback. Now, this is a different type of learning environment. With Suno AI, we are allowing them to use music as a way to tell me what is it that you know about water cycle. They'll create a rap or whatever they want to create, and I will just showcase to you how this can be done. Or you could be the one who could be modeling different or multimodal learning in your classrooms. If your students do not have that device or technology in the classroom, you can always give them safe access using your school IDs, or you can create an environment where you provide to them, for example, from within Teams, you can provide them access to that platform so that they don't have to go outside. Yeah. And then we'll look at Adobe Express as to how you can design a poster to visualize a concept, and probably also use Napkin AI for that. Anything that you feel you're comfortable with, you may use that. And especially, when you have a kind of a complex, concept to teach, at that time, especially, it is very important that you have a tool like Napkin AI where, infographics can be created all by itself. So give me a few complex, pieces that you teach in your classroom. I might be able to give you a glimpse of what it could look like. So at any point, if you want to suggest any topic to me, please feel free to do so. All right. And of course, we'll see how QReport helps in this entire piece. And when using QReport, how does this, how will the peer give feedback and vote? Yes, in your classrooms, if students do not have devices, you may want to send this link home on a Friday. Now, because it's a safe link, you don't have to worry that, what are the students going to do with it? Nothing. Even if they open on a mobile phone, they will be able to vote and give a feedback, and that's about it. And when they come back to the class, you could actually, on your smart board or your whiteboard, showcase to them what is it that you meant when when you had sent that homework, right? Okay, let's go over here. I know you will be able to see my screen in about a second. Toyota, let me know as you are able to see. I think it's come
Yeah,
up
the
now.
screen is visible. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. This is Suno AI. It's one of my favorite places to be, and I absolutely love this place. Look at the range that you get over here. Imagine dubstep core. Students love dubstep. Okay, they can create anything that they want over here. Yeah. Now, what I was looking for was a wrap. You remember? So I could actually move this wheel. I'm just using my cursor to move this wheel. I'm using the soft pad on my laptop to move this wheel to actually find one. And yeah, there are ragas also over here. There is a wide variety over here that you could be using. Look at this. There's pop over here. There's Spanish samba, anything that you're looking for, any type of Indian music as well. You will get all of that. Now, this is just about throw of multiple types of music that can be made here. Now, if I were to use this for, let's say, creating music, I'm just going to go here. This is your first screen that you get as you go on Suno AI. And yes, please do log in. It'll ask you to log in and then probably create your own song over here. Yeah. Rap about water cycle. What is it that you want to create? Simply say rap about water cycle. You want to add more to it. Let's say jazz. Let's say pop. Let's say male or female voice as you like it. Okay. So whatever you want to write, just write over here on top and say create. Now, as you say create, of course, it'll ask me to log in and I will log in and you will see that this piece gets created literally within minutes. Let me just show you that. Let me log in over here and see if I can log in very quickly. Otherwise, I'll jump out, log in, and log back over here. Let me just see if I can very quickly come in over here. Look at that. Verifications always take a bit of a time, but I think being patient is the key and it should be very helpful. Yeah. So I think it's logged me in if I'm not wrong. If yes, then great. In the meanwhile, let me take you to Adobe Express. It's simple. New.express.adobe.com, and I'll give you the link to Suno as well. It's a very simple suno.com. All right, there you are. Here I am. Okay. Now, all I need to do over here is, yeah, that's my welcome screen. And all I need to do over here is that I need to start writing from over here, rap about water cycle, jazz pop, male voice. Now, it automatically gives me more ideas of what is it that I can include. You see, there are multiple ways. I could even say emotional female voice, dubstep, electric, chili, contrast, electric sync, whatever you feel your music type is or your students. This is nice. I pretty much like that. Yes, I'm a 90s baby, if you call it. That, yeah, I absolutely love it. So, let's say lyrics. Okay, give me lyrics as well. Okay. And if I want to add lyrics, I can add my lyrics of my own also over here. If not, simply just go back and create what you were creating. Let's go back and create. Oops. No, I need a simple one. Yeah, this is good for me. Okay. If you want to customize it, you can go here to customize it. I'm pretty much going with this because right now I just want something very simple. And before you came in, I made something over here. The flow goes round. So I will let you hear that, but it's all right. Let's just hear and focus on what we have just made. Look at that water's groove. Nice, isn't it? Well, it's ready. Yeah, unbelievable, no? It's ready within seconds. And look at that. Sun goes the got the heat, pulling water high, rising from the ocean, saying goodbye. Do you want to hear this? Let's take a look at it.
Sun's got the heat, pulling water hot, rising from the ocean, saying goodbye. Steam in the sky, it's a vapor parade. Clouds roll thick, the shade brigade. Drip drop, The rain starts to show, falling like a dancer, moving slow. Splash on the ground, it's the same old tune. From mountain peaks to rivers croon. Round and round it never stops. Water climbs, then it drops. Cycle spins, it's nature's jam. Evaporate, condense, slam, bam. Streams whisper secrets, winding down. Rivers meet the ocean where tides are crowned. A puddle in the street, a drop on your face. Each one's a traveler finding its place. Snow caps melt, they're a liquid dream. Flow into the earth, joining the team. Hydration nation, we're all in line. Drinking the past, sipping time. Clouds are poets, painting the sky.
I'm just going to pause here because what I want to do is I want to take this all and I want to show you what else can I do over here. Yeah. So I'm going to take all the lyrics from here, copy them, go to Napkin AI now. All right. Now I have the lyrics. Now here's a student. Let me just create a new napkin here. Yeah, new napkin is as simple as that. Either you can draft with AI and say infographic about water cycle. Okay, let's say I want to do this. I can ask Napkin AI to create this for me. It'll create all by itself. Look at that. Yeah, it's given me all the text. And now what I can do is I can actually look at all of this to create one big, infographic. Or I could simply just ask, I can simply just, did you see that blue line on the left? If I click on the lightning sign, it'll automatically give me this dust, and this dust will create a lot of options for me to choose an infographic. Yeah, so one piece was that I create music using it. Two is I come over here and I start creating an infographic just about this piece. You see the water cycle is right here, but the water cycle can look something like this as well, or this, or this, or this, or more. So you can have various ways to to be able to showcase water cycle, and I'm sure this gives you an idea about what this could be. Yeah, absolutely. This could be a butterfly's life cycle. You can have water cycle this way, or look at that. Yeah, so you could have various types of descriptions here. It doesn't stop here. Now, in our minds, we know a cycle runs just like this, and no way, and not anywhere else or any way else. Now you click on styles over here, and you could choose from various styles, various fonts, anything that you want. And let's say you want to write something with it. Now this is the graphic that you have chosen. Over here, you can actually go ahead and add more to it using this label, or make any changes in any of these pieces. Simply just click over here, change the color, change the text, whatever you want. This cycle is already ready for you. You simply can just, go ahead and download this. Yeah. For your classroom teaching, if you need to bring in freshness, don't burn the midnight lamps, just come here to do it. And the most beautiful part is, look over here, they have explained evaporation so beautifully. Now this is something you may get in textbooks as well, but a good explanation of what does it mean by evaporation, and that too in a graphical representation, would be something amazing. It gives you the definition, mechanism, factors affecting, and importance, and in a dialogue style. Yeah, isn't that absolutely amazing? I mean, look at that. This is like two students talking. And all I could do is, if I were you, I would take this, right? I'm just going to take this for the moment. I'll show you that there are more ways of representation. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to remove some of the text from here. Yeah, I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to invite my students to write more over here. Similarly, over here, I could remove possibly some of the pieces here and make this into a worksheet so that it becomes like a conversation between my students and myself. Uh, Dash. And I say dash increases evaporation. Let them complete this. Yeah. And then possibly even go ahead sometimes to just, you know, increase their thinking power. I invite them to just draft a question for this answer. Do you get the kind of skills that I'm talking about? It's not always about finding answers. It's sometimes about drafting a question about this piece as well. So my simple, question answer just became so very interesting, and I could actually give it to my class for them to finish it off, right? More pieces can be created, but in a similar way, the minute you tap over here, you will see, look, do you see this blue line coming in? Click on this lightning sign and you will have multiple graphics available here. Now, the best thing is that this is AI. So the first graphic it will give you will be exactly of the one on the lines of the last one because they know this is a sub part. So you don't need to go looking, it will automatically create. Apart from that, it's also generating more formats. And there are ways to customize this as well. So you could actually look at various ways. Now, do you see? Even if I give infographics for my students to choose or make, the best part? They're going to read what is written here. They will just not find this and just copy and paste and bring it. And my challenge to my students when I give them things like this is no two infographics should be same or similar. Add your own text. And that's where variety comes in. Yeah. You could be taking any one of these that you feel is most beautiful, and your classroom will have various representation of the same concepts, and that's what learning should look like. Yeah. So you can go ahead, choose anything over here. Now we've visited Suno. We've visited Watercycle over here. Now let's go to Adobe Express. Yeah, our infographic is done. What else? I could create a poster about it. I could create a video about it, which I'll come to later. I could also have guided activities with instructions for students. These are already given over here. Now, I could also animate with a character. I'll come to this in a minute, or even create a presentation or an infographic. You see, if you don't want to give an AI infographic to students, you could actually give them a homework to say, now, because this is Adobe Express for education, it's absolutely safe for students to use. Yeah. So when you give them infographics, in infographics, they can write water cycle and they will get multiple infographics about water cycle. Now look at this one, or similar ones. If they don't get, they at least get an idea of representation of a cycle. So let's say they take this, and over here the animation is done for them, the text is available. All they need to do is click over here and start replacing the text by saying water cycle. Yeah. So there are beautiful graphics already available. They save time and they focus on the content, which is the most important part. And as you can see, you can replace just about anything here. You could, instead of step one, say evaporation, and you can go on change this. I think the infographics are pretty self-explanatory, and this is how your your water cycle looks like when you present it to the class. Isn't that amazing? I mean, just within a few minutes I've been able to give you multiple representations of the same concept, and that's what matters most. Some we excite them with, some they create on their own, isn't it? Well, I'm loving the kind of reactions that our AI tools are getting, and I do have a few questions. Dvita, you may please go ahead and read the questions for us. Okay, Dvita, I think looks like you're busy. Not a problem. I can see a few questions and thoughts over here. Um, How to open Suno AI? Simply just go to Suno. Okay, let me just give you the link to Suno AI so that you know it's simple as suno.com. Okay, so just go to suno.com and it'll open up. Just a second, I'm giving you the link. Okay, Dvita's already given the link. Thank you so much, Dvita. So you simply go to suno.com and you can open it. Um, I've already used Suno AI to create songs. Isn't it amazing to have grammar concepts being taught through songs? Awesome. All languages में बना सकते हैं. जरूर try कीजिएगा रीटा मैम. Yes, they can be made in multiple languages. Go and take a look at how many languages can be included over there, have been included. Vishwa says mind blown. Oh, so was I. Okay, Vivek sir asks, Adobe is free? Well, Adobe for Education is free of cost if you take a school-wide access, which means at least from grade 5 or 6 to grade 12, you give access to all your students and teachers. So the school is onboarded on the school domain, and you get access to Adobe Express for Education free of cost. And you can use, there is continuous training that is given on the same. And if you need any further information, simply just write to us at education@dpedagogics.com. I'm giving you that in the chat window, and we'll be happy to answer any questions or take any request and help you get the access. Great. Keep my chat window buzzing. Okay. You know what we just did? We showcased learning that goes beyond writing to take ownership, expression, and innovation in action. Did we not? Well, let's take another example. Now, here's a student who's fascinated by animals, and you know students are, right? What should they do? First thing, you could be using Microsoft Designer or Adobe Express to create a digital scrapbook of rainforest creatures. Yeah, it's as simple as that. You could actually have a complete scrapbook, or you could even create a kind of a collage. So, help me creating that collage by giving me names of some of the creatures in rainforest. Give them to me in the chat window. I'll collect those and create one for you, and I will show you how beautifully it is made. Okay. All right. The next one is that you could record a voiceover in Adobe Express narrating fun facts and sounds of each animals. Isn't that amazing? Imagine if your students can actually do that. It just doesn't make them tell the facts. It gives them a personal and an emotional connect to I think other creatures around them. And then, oh, I did not take you to Curipod. I will. And present a virtual walk, gallery walk using Curipod or Teams as you like it, where classmates leave emoji reactions and questions. Just the way you were giving me reactions right now, your students could be presenting, and imagine if they are presenting and they're getting reactions. If I'm getting excited, imagine how excited would they be while doing all of this. Yeah. Too much talk? Let's just go and create. Oh, I did not get many animals in the rainforest. Go ahead and give me animals or creatures in rainforest. Can you give me a few names, please? I am going to go ahead and share my screen once again. Take you to possibly, um, let's take you to Adobe Express back, actually, and then I'll take you to Designer as well. Now, here I am. And of course, do not forget to make a song about them. You know how to make a song now. Yeah. So go ahead and create a song about rainforest creatures. Now, to create a collage or an image, I'm going to use generate an image option. Over here, I'm going to take, a scenario which is bright, colorful, 3D, um, rainforest animals. Let's start taking names of a few, probably let's include a few mammals and some um, reptiles. Yeah. So let's say I'm going to go with, yeah, I'm always very excited about all this. So let's say I am, okay, bright, colorful, 3D mammals in rainforest. Like, instead of like, I'll say big monkey, big monkeys, sloths, um, jaguars. Okay, two jaguars, not more than that. Yeah, I'm just going to limit that. And as well as, let me remove this. Do remember, we do not need extra words over here. I'll just say comma. I don't need to specify that these are birds because this is AI. It'll know. Toucans and parrots. Then reptiles, like let's say I remove this as well. Anacondas. Wow. Okay. Um, anaconda, hidden or camouflaged. You know what I'm doing over here? I'm trying to bring in more variety. Now, what I did over here was I spelled it wrong. I spelled it wrong to show you that it can be corrected. Yeah. Okay. So I think I have enough creatures from the rainforest. Just a second. Yeah. It's not getting corrected. That's fine. It'll understand because this is AI. It'll understand. Yeah. And amphibians such as poisonous dot frogs. Okay. Four poisonous dart frogs. Now let's generate. I think I put a lot of animals over there. I would have by now confused AI as well, but no, AI doesn't get confused. So don't you worry. Yeah. So all it's going to do is it's going to think, now I don't have to go look up images on the web. That saves me time. What I focused on was finding out about what are the animals that or creatures that actually live here, that actually live in rainforest. Look at that big sloth when I said big sloth. Look at that. Or we could be looking at this. What tiger has become like a tiny thing on my screen. But yeah, you could be having more stuff. Can you? I could actually also go ahead and put this up in my class and invite my students to name some of the animals that they know about that live in rainforest. Who are these creatures? So this could actually be an animal hunt for my students. Whichever image you feel is something that resonates with you, possibly just the faces or the whole body as you like it. So you could actually give these to your students to identify various animals that are there in this picture. And if I were you, I would go ahead and go a step further over here and click on this image, go away from generate, probably set this as background, make it bigger, download it as PNG, and that's it. Your job is done. Yeah. But what I'm doing is I'm expanding the learning canvas of my students. Yeah. I'm giving them an opportunity to go ahead and make something unique that is not available on the web, and you could actually do it yourself. There's something else that I could do over here. I could actually bring in over here as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out and I'm going to show you something which is animate with a character. Let's say I know only one character from rainforest, or I know only one animal. And I'm the one who wants to find out other animals that live in, I would just make a whole story out of it to say, I want to go and visit rainforest. I'm not sure who all lives there. So I'm going to be probably one of these animals, um, rabbit. Okay. So I'm going to be the rabbit and I'm going to be the questionnaire or the interviewer over here to ask, what is it? And yes, you can move this rabbit, you can make it bigger, smaller, whatever you want. You want the only the face to be shown, whatever you want, you can do over here and then sit record. Hi, everybody. Have you ever been to a rainforest? I want to go there, but I want to know what all creatures live there. Can you help me? Now, this is it. I just recorded my voice over here, simply in front of you. I spoke, and this character is going to be an animated character. Yeah, it's beautiful. And what I can do is I can actually remove the background and take this character and place this character inside the scene that I just created. Now, when I do that, my first scene would be this rabbit asking, and the next scene would be many, many animals that would be, showcased over there. So you see how it transitioned from just being about, this could actually be a project for grade 3, 4, 5, anyone that you like. They love all of these, pieces because they get to be the child that's still there inside them. I would say take it to grade 6 and 7s. I think they're just going to make an amazing story out of it. And what some of our schools did was an amazing project that they asked these students to create, and then they invited them to share it with, the younger students so that they could actually benefit from it. Yeah. So let me one open it in the editor, to download it so that you can see that it doesn't take time. Look, it's already ready, right? If I open it in the editor, it's already the entire scene is already ready for me. Now I can bring in the another scene over here and place that image that I had created just now in the next scene. Yeah. So here it is. Your rabbit is a talking rabbit. You want to see it? Let's show you. Just a second. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Have you ever been to a rainforest? I will go there, but I want to know what's all there. Can you help me? Yeah, it's a very simple thing. Now I've downloaded it. I can even take it in my PowerPoint. So I've done two things over here. Number one, I have, sorry, created a collage. Number two, I've created a video. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a PowerPoint and I'll go to QReport, or I could go straight away to QReport as well and create over there. What's QReport? This is QReport over here. When you start over here, you could start with anything. You can actually get a full lesson plan made. You could do a quick write over here, or you could even do a test prep. You can go to QReport AI or use materials like presentations or PDFs or anything that you want over here. So I'm going to do a very quick thing over here. I'm going to create a PowerPoint with these two pieces, then take them to QReport. Okay, all of us have PowerPoints. We can always use these PowerPoints and reuse these PowerPoints to make them interactive. Just give it a minute. It's just opening up. And yes, I'm going to create a new one. Let me just get a new one over here. Sorry, the last one's still opening up. Look, it's still moving and I'm not patient enough. Yeah. So let me give it one more go. Come on, just give me a new PowerPoint. Okay, I've got to be patient. Um, and I'm going to go to QReport. All you could also do is start describing your lesson plan. Creatures in rainforest. Make this presentation interactive and add some fun facts. Now you'll say that, if everything AI is doing, then what do you think students are doing over here? Well, the good part is the students are going to read what's written over there and they will know what it is. Otherwise, they would simply just be bringing those facts without really knowing the facts, if you know what I mean, right? So I'm just going to bring in two pieces over here. Number one is I'm going to write rainforest, creatures in rainforest. Oh, nothing came. Fantastic. Creatures in rainforest. Yeah. I'm going to add one more slide over here and I will insert an image. Let me just remove these two. I should have taken a blank slide, but like you can see, I'm not patient. So I'm going to go for pictures from my device and I can bring that in over here. Yeah, here it is. I brought this here. I'm not going to pretty it up. I'm just going to add one more slide over here. Sorry, one more slide over here. And I'm going to insert my video from this device, which was what I created. Yeah. Sorry, it's a little time consuming, but be patient with me. I'm sure you're going to love it. Yeah. So this is done too, and it's gone upside down, and my spelling of my creatures is absolutely amazing. So here you go. Go to slide one. I will take up creatures. You know me when I'm typing. I don't just bother about spellings. My students don't too. Yeah, so pardon them if you can pardon me. So I'm going to rename this into rainforest. I'm a good one there, right? And I'm going to say file, export, or download this or download a copy. There you go. My download is ready. Now I'm ready to go to QReport. Here I am. I'm going to use my material. I'm going to go ahead and give it my PowerPoint as well. Now it'll say select your PowerPoint and upload. Yeah. So over here, I am going to take this PowerPoint. I'm going to upload it. There is a limitation of how much you can take up. I will say grade 4. I'll say, okay, this is good. It's giving you clues to what to do. Include discussion questions, reflection questions, ask my students to draw, make it relevant. Okay, I'm going to say include interactivity through questions, polls, um, reflection, and inquiry. Okay, those are the kind of questions completely aligned to our NEP 2020. If you want, you can change the language over here. And those people who are asking me about language, to your delight, there are multiple Indian languages also available over here. So you may choose whichever language you want. Currently, I'm going to take this as English, UK, because we mostly use UK English. And I'll say just generate the lesson. Within minutes, you will see that the entire chapter has been created and in a gamified manner. Your students do not need to have access to devices. You can showcase this on your whiteboard or your smart board. And if your students have, then you can always give them a pin and they can join you as well. We also do this that, send the pin home and let them do this as a homework. So you're flipping the learning, not using your class time to actually showcase or, explain this, yet collecting a lot of feedback from them, a lot of expression, a lot of learning from them in an offline manner. Yeah. So within minutes, you will see that this lesson plan is just about personalized. There are multiple ways in which you can actually take learning back home in the most interactive manner and also use these AI tools to enhance learning, to be able to take learning to the next level. And whatever you get over here, I may not add more pieces in the interest of time because I have 1 hour to showcase to you multiple things. But what I would urge you is please add to it, modify, delete, add. Ask for more. I'm just asking for some basics. You must take your learning outcomes, place them over here to say, show me the best way to, take the best learning outcomes out of this lesson plan, or how can I deliver the best, or how can students learn the best to be able to learn this. Yeah. Now you see over here, my 3 slides have changed into multiple. Let's say I'm going to start now. If you want, you can join over here with me. Yeah, I'm just going to turn off the music. Yeah. You can join using this pin. Just simply scan this. Okay. I wish even one or two of you join so that, we can actually start showcasing to you what the experience could look like if the students were joining. Otherwise, you can just simply run it as a slideshow in your classroom and I'll show you that as well. But there you go. Excited walk. Nice. Fantastic. High fiving lamp. Great. Happy ocean. What amazing names. Yeah, let me get just about 5, and then you can keep joining, and I'll start with, having fun with this. Yeah, 4 of you, happy pastors here. Who else is coming into my room? I know you will always want this. Awesome lamp, you're here too. Fantastic. Keep them coming, and fast doctor. Fantastic. Keep joining, and there is no limitation to how many can join. All of you keep joining, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and start this in the interest of time. Creatures of a rainforest. I can actually unmute this as well for you to hear the music, but go ahead. A three-toed sloth moves so slowly that green algae grows on its fur, hiding it from hungry eagles. What quiet trick do you use to stay unseen during hide and seek? Tell me, what quiet trick? And you can always respond in my chat window, but we will see, we will vote for the most relatable answer. Okay. What quiet trick do you see to stay unseen during hide and seek? We're trying to relate hide and seek with a concept that is a scientific concept. Okay. Now, once you give me the answers, well, then I move onwards. Now, all of this, of course, we can always take a vote and we can always conduct this in the class. Let's say I am telling you to raise your hand to speak, or you're giving me in the chat window in Teams, you can keep giving me answers. And then we say, think, pair, share. Think about your answer, discuss with your partner, and then share out with the class. How does a sloth's slow mossy style help it survive, and what Another, sorry, I can't see. What is another rainforest creature's special safety trick? Yeah, so we can actually bring in a lot of learning over here alongside whatever we were doing. And this was the image that I had, here you go. Here's the image that we had given to you. Now, based on this, we say show what you know. So as with this, we say choose one rainforest creature you've learned about, describe how its special body part or behavior helps it survive in the rainforest layer, and use detail from the lesson. Yeah. Similarly, we say how can you improve based on feedback? How can you improve based on feedback? Add survivor details, name the layer, explain the body, or use. Go ahead. You have 30 seconds to vote for this. Use precise words. What do you think you can do to improve based on the feedback about your creation, about your responses? Whatever came to your head, what is it that you can improve? Go ahead and vote. Few seconds to go. Quickly vote and share your response. I'm going to add another minute to it so that you can respond. Go ahead and choose any one of the four. This is a poll. There are three polls over here. There are three responses here that have come in. Four have come in over here. As you can see, now when I click on this and end the activity, it'll show me the responses. So I've just given you about a few more seconds to respond, but let's say I end the activity, okay? And there you go. Automatically, it'll show me the responses that I have received. Yeah. So this is how you take a poll. Now you don't need to be with me over here. I can simply just give you this pin or open your join screen and I'll send you the QR code and students can respond at home. Such a fun thing to do when you're learning something new. And you know what it does? It ignites thinking. It ignites curiosity to know more about other animals. And therefore, here's again another one. Yeah, so it invites you to do another piece. Now it says in one clear sentence, share the most important thing to remember about how rainforest creatures stay alive in their special layers. You're not using the word camouflaging here, but the entire concept was about camouflaging in rainforest. Survival is the game. Yeah. So it's such a simple way, but you've actually not used your time. You can obviously add or do whatever you want. Let's say, I'm done with this activity, I can simply just go back over here and take you to, no, I'll just say edit. Okay. I'll go over here and I can edit any slide. Now, over here, let's say you don't like this question. You want to add something to this question. You want to add something to this slide where nothing has come up. You could actually go ahead and delete this slide as well. Simply just click over here and say delete. It's so simple. Yeah. So, and you can, of course, have more things to do. It'll give you more ways to enhance your activity, and you can ask Curipod AI to add more activities. For example, you want some MCQs added, you want some game to be added over here. Go ahead, ask for more and do more. Yeah. So I hope these activities, what we have discussed today, and we have literally just app mashed. I'm continuing from last time to app mash to do all of this, and I hope you are with me when I showcase all of these to you because it holds a lot of sense in the classroom to be doing this. What are we doing over here? Well, learning becomes a multi-sensory journey when curiosity meets creativity. Yeah. So here I am giving you multiple examples, and I know I'm running out of time, but I want to show you something. I want to show you something really beautiful. I want you to meet this student because this student inspired me in multiple ways. I know I have some questions there, and I am going to answer those questions. Just hold on and keep dropping those questions. But I really want to show you this one because it's important. Take a look.
About the war between
Okay, let me just refresh this one so that it plays from the scratch.
we keep hearing news about the war between Russia and Ukraine. Today I'm going to break it down in simple words. First, where are these places?
Russia is the largest country in the world and Ukraine is its neighbor in Eastern Europe. Both were once part of a bigger country called the Soviet Union or USSR, which broke apart in 1991. After that, Ukraine became an independent country. So, what happened? For many years after the breakup, Russia and Ukraine had disagreements about history, language, and who should have power in certain areas. In 2014, Russia took over a region called Crimea from Ukraine. It is a strategic area, and this happened at a time when Russia felt Ukraine was moving towards the west. Then, in February 2022, Russia launched a full scale invasion of Ukraine. That means Russia's forces entered many parts of Ukraine, and the war has continued since. But why did this happen? To understand that, we need to know about NATO. NATO is a group of countries in Europe and North America that promise to help defend each other if one gets attacked. It's like a big security club and was formed in 1949 as a military alliance to counter the Soviet Union or USSR. Ukraine has said it wants to join NATO one day for protection.
You get the idea, right? Imagine any student of today. They are creators. They want their voice heard. And if not in class, they will find a way to actually go ahead and, share it on social media, which may not be age appropriate. And I think, Evian Anand, you have given us a fabulous example of what passion and where passion can take you. Literally, science becomes activism. Voice drives impact. And what I can tell you is creativity is intelligence having fun. Albert Einstein said that. And with AI, we are giving that intelligence new tools to play with to our students and teachers. And I'm sure you know better than me how to do a great job with these tools. And I'm sure that, when you take it in your class, give it in the hands of your students, their passion is going to come through, channels like the way I showed you for Evian Anand, and there are multiple students like that who use these kind of medias or podcasts as a medium to say what they want to say. History actually becomes personal. Visual timelines can aid retention, and expression fuels understanding. And I think if we move in a way that is not just a random act of using these tools of AI adoption, we need to have a structured approach. And therefore, today, I focused on a very structured approach in which we could actually use multiple tools, but for a focus, for a purpose, in a way that it leads to aligning to our larger goals of not just meeting our lesson plans or just an outcome, but to our NEP 2020 goals. Those are our national education policy goals. So what I'm talking about actually transcends across multiple areas of learning. I know there are many questions. I am going to take up a few questions here. Yeah, I love that, you all had actually filled my chat window saying camouflage, stand still, hiding your places, having same dress color, fantastic camouflaging, and then choose a sneaky spot, or it can be being quiet, absolutely. Add survival details, survivor details, name the layer, survival details. So many of you have given that. Can we get a recording of this practice or to practice this knowledge? Of course, Smita ma'am. Dvita has shared our link to our YouTube channel. Recordings of all the sessions are parked over there. And if you feel that you would like to host this session or any similar session in your school, those are our details. And please feel free to invite us to your school. Like Dvita said, this is a partial portfolio of what all we cover, but your imagination is our canvas, literally. Yeah. So yes, the recording of the session is available. Really innovative and useful for students? Absolutely. QReport, can we use the same lesson plan multiple times or one time? Oh, as many times as you want, Dasni ma'am. This is helping you create an account over there. And after that, it's for you to use. Yeah. Okay. Very useful and informative. Thank you. I was late. Then how can I open the page for use of tools? There's a QR code. Shabas ma'am, we normally send this QR code to our students for them to take it from over there. Wonderful session. Thanks. Hey, wait, don't go because we have a test for you. Wait a minute. So, can we save it? Uh, Very useful information. Yes, you can save it, Vibha ma'am. You can even download it. Okay. Awesome. Very informative. Thank you for all of those amazing, comments. And yes, we do have both Duita and myself are CBSC certified resource persons. So when you host this training with us, you do get, aligned sessions, and we do have our flagship AI programs as well. So just invite us, and we'll be happy to be in your school to help you. Okay, so now about the certificate. You can earn a certificate for this session. Every session, we host a test. We give you a test to take. You take that test. You have to score 80% marks or above in that test. And don't worry, it's very simple. It's just a 5 question test. Okay. Then pay rupees 200 at nominal cost at the given link, which Dvita ma'am has given in over here, and also it's mentioned in the form. And give us about 2 to 3 days, we will give you your certificate. And the link for today's session is here. I'm dropping this in the chat window as well for you to take the test. All the best. Take this test, earn your certificate, and we will be happy to give you your certificate. And you must take this test to, and it's just 5 questions that you are answering. It's as simple as that. I've given you the link in the chat window, and I'll let this QR code stay here so that you have this QR code with you. And I'm also giving you other links over here in the chat window for you to keep track of, whatever you want to do between wherever you want to join us, YouTube channel, Instagram. We should actually also place our LinkedIn link. I will do that as well. Take that test and earn your certificate. And I will see you next on second 9th of September. Today it's second, so this is our complete portfolio for September. You must join these sessions and invite your colleagues as well. If you feel this is befitting for you, invite your colleagues as well. I will see you on 9th of September talking about take control of your day with AI. Yeah. And don't forget to share your feedback with us, please. And we thrive on your feedback. So please do give us a feedback. Join us on Instagram. Thank you very much for joining us here. Absolutely appreciate your time being spent with us in this room. Thank you. If you have any questions, we're very much here. Otherwise, thank you, Duhita. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'll see you on 9th of September.